The kids I understand, because you can set a bad example, and if adults can do it, then kids can also do it, and before you know it, you have tragic traffic accidents. So you don't really want to do it, but it's also a matter of, okay, am I close at my home? Can other people who I know see me, or is this somewhere? Can I be anonymous and not be spotted?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Right. So I don't think that anyone in the Netherlands. I think that the same argument would be true if there were kids waiting for the traffic light. Most people in the Netherlands would actually also stop and wait. Not to give a bad example, but if there are no kids waiting, it doesn't matter whether it's in front of your house, next to your mother-in-law. It doesn't matter. People go. If there is no traffic, they will cross.
My simple question is, okay, I'm going to have a seminar 2 weeks later, and they ask me, they want to know what is their globalization. What is Japanese? Why Japanese are not globalized? What does this mean?
Right.
What does this mean?
So why is Japan? The question you mean? Why is Japan not globalized?
What does it mean? That's just a crossing red signal, crossing the no traffic red signal, but this is one of those, right?
Right.
What is different from the rest of the world? Japanese are.
But they are disconnected. No?
Disconnected. Why are they disconnected?
I think that basically they're very comfortable in their own on their own island. They have the same culture, the same language. They have the same habits and systems, and it's comfortable here.
Always, I'm thinking about some people. It means 500,000 people. They need to go outside for doing business.
Right, but Uno-san, it's just like when you sit in a hot bath. You know that you need to maybe you need to get out of the bath, towel off, and go to work. But if you will get paid anyway, is it really necessary to get out of the bath and go to a place which is basically rather uncomfortable? So I think a lot of people are just too comfortable being inside Japan, knowing that maybe there are opportunities that they miss, but at the same time they don't run any risks, and they still will be guaranteed like a good standard of living. So instead of going out and putting yourself in all kinds of dangers and uncomfortable situations, why don't you just follow the flow, stay in your warm bath, and ignore all the opportunities that you're missing, and just worry about your own little world that you created, because you're safe there. Why would you go out and risk that?
For example, the Takashi's company, okay, the headquarters is like what you said, but actually the Takashi go outside Japan,
right,
and he's just moving around outside Japan. So he have many difficulty to communicate with Japanese people. It's kind of different environment.
Right.
So what is kind of issues we need to consider for those protected people, so kind of just comfortable people? How do we going to persuade those people? You should consider for sort of things. It's not easy, right?
Well, so there is the question of perception also. Like, okay,
my opinion. How do we going to change them, or if they need it? Only if they need it. Okay?
Right.
Many people we don't need. That 100 million people.
Maybe your topic should be: we're not globalized. So what? we will still be.
Yeah, this is my still every day thinking about that. Well, I'm free, but I don't have no good idea. I spend a lot of time with you about kind of talk for the past several years. But still, what is this? But his concern is I asked him this morning. Okay, you need to prepare material more politely and more understandable for what you're doing. But not only doing that, but also he needs much more concerns about kind of issues for Japanese headquarter people. What is this? What are you going to tell them for more understanding?
Well, I like basically, I mean, putting myself and just not giving any direct answers that I can justify, but in Takashi's case, I think that his case might be a little bit easier because it's in the printing industry. The printing industry is that we cannot look very far ahead because we know that with the developments that are going on, demography, technology, customer preferences, we know that printing is going to be a very, very difficult business. If you're going to stay in Japan, it's going to be even more difficult. So you need to look for new opportunity if you even want to survive. I mean, the horizon of these printing companies, the guaranteed horizon, are not that far as I can see.
Oh, headquarters
So
don't
things are
people
not-
understand that. But,
Right, but
but- but-
in that case, you cannot stay inside your warm bath because
understand that, but so they ask you to get more money,
yeah, right.
but
So
not enough.
not enough.
Yeah.
So basically, they want more money from you.
Not more money. No. This is what you said. Is also they understand here in Japan
Right.
your message. Of course,
Right.
understand.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
And we need to deliver more message for them. What is it? Okay, I asked Takashi to more politely explain.
So, but what are we trying to answer here? The question here is why should I globalize or how should I globalize?
No. How do I persuade them the point of what is globalization? What is different from you, but the rest of the world is different from you.
Right.
What is it?
So what's the difference between
Yeah. What
here
is it?
and
And Takashi is struggling there, but very difficulty to explain for Japanese people.
right?
And Japanese people are very skeptical what he's doing. And he's doing this, those, but they do not understand why
Right.
you are doing this.
Right. Okay. Can I pause the video for a second because I really need. Okay. So basically, why do we need to globalize, and what is difference? Why is there a gap between Japan and the rest of the world? So first, why do we need to globalize? I think we talked about this in the past month. So we recapping why we need to globalize. It's the demographic development. Basically the market in heads will shrink from 120 to 100. That also means something in terms of your revenue. Now, another reason is the world around us is not standing still. We see technological developments, cultural developments that will make it much easier to basically move in and out Japan. The world is becoming digital. The transaction costs are getting lower. That means that it's much easier to compete outside of Japan, but also inside of Japan. It's not only companies that want to go out, but there are also companies coming in. So if you're not ready, if you're completely domestic, if you're depending, if your revenue needs to come from your domestic market, and you need to keep a war chest to fight off competitors, it will come. It will definitely come. And in a market with a low demography, with bad demographic perspectives, companies will be cheap. The valuations of the companies will be cheap. For Chinese companies, Japanese companies will be extremely cheap. So far they were not interested. But if the price drops any further, why not? Why not? So it's not only an opportunity, it's also a threat.
The other way is you are talking about foreigners coming to Japan, but Japanese Department of Justice to protect for them to come to Japan.
Right.
They will not give them allowance to living here. Only sightseeing, only tourists.
Right. But if you bring money to Japan, you can stay here. If you invest a certain amount of money, you can stay here. There is no problem. So basically, on a individual level, it's they can protect this. But if people bring money and there's enough money around us for people to actually enter Japan.
No, I'm talking about this is Japanese certain definition of jail. Okay, we need to go out jail. Some people, 100,000 people or 500,000 people want to go outside jail. But they cannot do business well with outside people, and also we
Right.
need to send message to Japan inside jail people, headquarter people, what I'm doing, and they bit difficult to persuade them to understand. This is a problem. Every Japanese company, okay, I just make